Subtracting integers by changing a subtraction problem to an addition problem. This is a digital lesson, and this is something you can give to the students after you've taught them conceptually, for example, with integer chips or with number lines. This is going to give them a quick, easy way to solve these problems quickly. So subtracting integers is the same as adding the additive inverse, or adding the opposite. So 8 subtract 12 is the same as 8 plus negative 12. All they're going to do is add a plus sign after the first number. That's all they have to do. So the next slide is very simple. They're just adding their plus sign to change the equation. So 8 negative 4 is the same as 8 plus negative 4. 14 negative 22 is the same as 14 plus negative 22, and so on. So in the next slide, they're going to be rewriting these problems, changing them to addition problems. So we have negative 5, then we're going to add a plus sign, and then negative 7. And then they're going to get their answer here of negative 12. So they can see that once they've changed it to an addition problem, it's fairly easy. They've already done addition of integers. And they're going to finish that slide. Now when we subtract a negative, it's the same as taking away a negative. So taking away a negative gives you a positive, or you're moving in a positive direction. So if you owed someone $5, for example, you're taking away that negative. You pay them back so that you would be subtracting that negative, and that would move you in a positive direction. So 9 subtract negative 2 is the same as 9 plus 2. You're subtracting your negative. So just have the students look at the two negative symbols that are next to each other with no number in between. I always have my students circle them and then just change that to a plus sign. So 9 plus 2. Negative 6 plus 5. So on the next slide, that's what they're going to be doing. They're just going to be changing the two negatives that are next to each other to a plus sign. So you want to be careful when you get down here. They don't change this negative. They're just changing the two that are next to each other when you're subtracting that negative. So they're just going to fill in plus signs there. Now when we get to the next slide, they're going to be changing these to addition problems. For example, negative 5 plus 7, and now it's an addition problem they can go ahead and solve. Now when they get down to the final slide, they're going to be doing something a little bit more tricky. In this case, they know what x is, they know what y is, and they're going to be solving for x subtract y, or x minus y. So here, x minus y would be 6 subtract negative 3, and they get 6 plus 3 is 9. Here, we have x is negative 3. We're going to subtract y, or subtract 10. They could change that to negative 3 plus negative 10 and get negative 13. So they're just taking this another step. So that's the final slide. They get a little nice work at the end. So this is a digital lesson, subtracting integers by changing a subtraction problem to an addition problem.